shaped wood found some 3 feet deep underground in the swamp. Guys, what is this? Son, you're not going to believe this. Oh, no way. Wow, is that a diamond? I don't know. Lagina has found something incredible in the Oak Island money pit. This is not just another old piece of wood. The team discovered a carved piece, maybe part of a secret chamber. Then something shiny appeared in the dirt, a strange sea made from an old material from France. Tune in because the truth is buried, waiting to be revealed. A rare artifact found on Oak Island swamp. The team was deep in the northern section of the swamp, the infamous triangle-shaped stretch that has been a source of endless speculation and frustration. But then, clank, something solid, something that wasn't just another random hunk of wood rotting away underground. Lagina and the team, including his nephew Alex, knew they had something special. A shaped piece of wood, buried about 3 feet down. What they uncovered next would rewrite everything they believed about the swamp. Meanwhile, Lot 5 was proving just as perplexing. Archaeologist Fiona Steele and her team had been focused on a peculiar circular foundation near the shoreline. Unlike other formations scattered across the island, this one bore distinct traces of mortar, a man-made addition. But what really sent shivers through the team was the realization that the soil in this area matched the depths of the money pit. That meant this site wasn't just some random relic of an old settlement. It had direct ties to the very core of Oak Island's legend. If this fragment came from a chest, where was the rest of it? Had time and decay swallowed it whole, leaving only scraps behind? Certainly, it continues to remain of interest, right? So let's finish this little area, and hopefully, we'll find some answers, not just questions. Had someone long ago pried it open, emptied its contents, and left only this fragment as a cruel reminder of what was once hidden there? And then came the real showstopper. As the team sifted through the layers of dirt, something caught the light, a glimmer faint but unmistakable. A gemstone, a piece of cut glass. It had an elaborate star pattern etched into the back, a design too intentional to be dismissed as mere debris. Jewelry, a piece of royal regalia, a decorative token from a forgotten era. As the excavation pressed forward, more anomalies emerged. Wooden planks arranged in patterns that suggested they were once part of something larger. More traces of mortar, indicating construction where none should have been. And then, beneath the layers of sediment, something that changed the game. A deeper void, a space that suggested something was once deliberately placed there and perhaps still was. Lagina had spent years unraveling the enigma of Oak Island. The journey had been filled with highs and lows, breakthroughs and setbacks. But now, with every new find, the sense of urgency grew. If the shaped wood was part of a structure, what was its purpose? If the hinge belonged to a chest, what was inside? If the gemstone was part of something greater, where was the rest? Is that a diamond? I don't know. Well, it sure looks like it, or at least cut glass of some sort. Enter the lab team. Archaeologist Lagina and archaeometallurgist Emma Culligan took a closer look. What they found was mind-blowing. This wasn't just some random piece of glass. This was flint glass, a high lead content material that had been ground down and molded. And guess where this kind of craftsmanship originated? France. And now, one of these pieces sitting on Oak Island. That raises a lot of questions. What was a fancy French gem, or at least something made to look like one, doing buried here? Who brought it? And more importantly, was it part of something bigger? The real kicker. The soil samples from Lot 5 match samples taken from deep underground near the money pit. That means whatever activity happened on Lot 5 might be directly tied to the legendary buried treasure. The theory. This round feature could have been some sort of base camp where workers prepared to stash something incredibly valuable below the surface. If the lead glass gemstone really does tie back to a wealthy individual involved in a historic expedition, then what else could be waiting beneath the island? The team knows they're onto something. And they're not about to stop digging now. With every shovel of dirt, every skin of the soil, and every painstaking analysis, they're closing in on an answer. A rare object is found, pointing to something much bigger hidden on Oak Island. Ancient secrets revealed on Oak Island. The implications of this discovery go beyond just another interesting artifact. The presence of high-quality lead glass suggests a deliberate deposit, not just a lost trinket. This wasn't something a common worker would have carried. It belonged to someone important. Could this mean Oak Island's treasure isn't just gold and silver, but also a collection of elite, high-value artifacts that would have been of immense worth centuries ago. To dig deeper into the historical context, the Duc d'Anville expedition, which took place in 1746, was a major French military effort aimed at reclaiming Nova Scotia from the British. The fleet carried thousands of soldiers, tons of supplies, and likely valuables intended for trade or payment. Given the disastrous outcome of the expedition, disease, shipwrecks, and chaos, it's entirely plausible that survivors or deserters ended up on Oak Island, possibly stashing whatever riches they had left in a secret location. Some researchers have long speculated that the island served as a hiding spot for military funds, loot, or even religious relics. If a member of the French elite left behind an expensive gemstone imitation, could that be part of a larger hoard? A mix of European artifacts, including Spanish coins and English items, hints at a history far more complex than a single culture's influence. Oak Island might not just hold a pirate's chest. It could be the last resting place of treasures from multiple nations, hidden for safekeeping and long forgotten. What is this piece of wood doing at this depth? I mean, this is quite deep. The possibility of multiple treasure caches adds to the intrigue. Loft 5, where the gemstone was discovered, has already yielded fascinating finds, including ancient structures and mysterious underground deposits. The connection between this area and the money pit is growing stronger, especially with the soil matches. Could there be tunnels linking the two sides? If so, what else remains hidden beneath the surface? Advancements in technology have given the team an edge previous explorers lacked. Ground-penetrating radar, sonar scanning, and detailed chemical analysis of artifacts are helping piece together a puzzle that has stumped treasure hunters for centuries. The discovery of the lead glass gemstone reinforces the need for deeper exploration. If more items of similar origin are found, it could confirm that Oak Island was indeed a site of secret wealth, perhaps even part of an organized effort to secure valuables away from prying eyes. As the team pushes forward, the weight of history hangs over every discovery. The thrill of the hunt is mixed with a sense of responsibility to piece together a lost chapter, to honor those who may have hidden these relics for reasons we may never fully understand. The excitement builds with each new clue, each new possibility. If this gemstone-like artifact is just the beginning, what lies ahead could be beyond anything anyone has imagined. This isn't just about gold or fortune, it's about rewriting history. Every artifact, every soil test, every excavation points to something bitter beneath Oak Island's surface. The island's legend is alive, and with every dig, it gets closer to becoming a reality. Whatever the final answer may be, it's bound to be more astonishing than anyone could have predicted. Ground-penetrating radar had already hinted at something massive lurking beneath their feet, but nothing compared to seeing it firsthand. The structure was proof that someone long ago had engineered something beneath Oak Island, something that had remained untouched for generations. Theories erupted among the team. Was this a vault, a tunnel, or a long-lost chamber meant to safeguard something valuable? Excavation moved forward with painstaking care, peeling back the layers of history, an inch at a time. The first major clue appeared in the form of wooden beams, astonishingly well preserved thanks to the island's damp environment. These weren't random pieces of debris, they had been placed with purpose, reinforcing a tunnel that led somewhere. Then the moment that changed everything, a stone doorway, shaped and cut with precision far beyond the rudimentary structures built by early settlers. This wasn't just an old passageway. It was an entrance to something far more significant. Speculation exploded. Some believed pirates had created this hidden network. Others pointed to the Spanish explorers who once roamed these waters. And then there were those who believed this could be linked to something even more secretive, the Knights Templar. You know, the Templars are a great answer in that we know that they were marked for destruction. The deeper the team dug, the clearer it became. This was no natural formation. The markings on the stone weren't random scratches left behind by the elements. Some believed they were Masonic symbols, others saw similarities to ancient navigational glyphs. One thing was undeniable. Whoever built this had knowledge far beyond what history gave them credit for. Each new discovery reveals more hidden tunnels leading to something deeper. The tunnel of mystery revealed. The weeks stretched on as the team worked methodically. Finally, the breakthrough they had been waiting for arrived. The tunnel was no longer just a theory. A camera pro was lowered into the void, and the footage confirmed what they had all hoped. This was a passage stretching far beyond what the human eye could see. Lined with expertly arranged stones, nature had nothing to do with this. Speculation soared to new heights. Some believed the tunnels had been built as escape routes centuries ago, designed to transport treasure or secret documents from one location to another. Others theorized that they were part of an elaborate booby-trap system created to protect something buried even deeper. The more they uncover, the clearer it became that Oak Island's secrets ran far deeper than anyone had imagined. The team pushed forward, carefully navigating the unstable ground. More beams emerged, their placement deliberate, reinforcing the tunnel like a fortress meant to withstand the test of time. Then came the discovery that changed everything yet again. A stone slat unlike any they had encountered before. This one bore faint etchings, worn away by the centuries, but still visible enough to suggest deliberate markings. Were they inscriptions, codes, warnings? There was no telling yet, but one thing was certain. Someone had wanted this sealed away for a reason. Lifting the slat with the utmost care, the team revealed another layer of mystery. A cavity filled with silt and debris. Beyond it lay darkness. Scanning technology confirmed what they had feared and hoped in equal measure. This was a hidden chamber, something intentionally designed to be concealed from the world. As word of the discovery spread, experts weighed in. Historians pointed out that the type of stone used in the construction bore an uncanny resemblance to quarry sites in Europe, specifically those utilized by medieval builders. Could Oak Island's underground structures have ties to an ancient, secretive order? The implications were enormous. The next phase of excavation called for technology that previous generations of treasure hunters could have only dreamed of. With ground-penetrating radar and 3D mapping, a clearer image of the tunnel system took shape, and it was bigger than anyone had dared to imagine. This wasn't just a single tunnel, it was a vast, interconnected labyrinth. Whoever had built it hadn't just hidden something. They had gone to extraordinary lengths to ensure it remained hidden forever. Further analysis of the markings on the stone slab led to another stunning revelation. Experts in historical cryptography found similarities between these symbols and those found in old Masonic texts. That just doesn't seem natural to me. Anyway, no, I don't know if it's anything of interest, but just the way the light was shining on it, I was like, that doesn't look normal. This discovery added fuel to a long-standing theory. Oak Island wasn't just a site of buried treasure. It was a repository of lost knowledge safeguarded by those who had understood its value. The team refused to slow down. If anything, the discovery of the tunnels only strengthened their determination. And then another twist. Deep scanning detected yet another void beneath the newly uncovered chamber. Something larger than the tunnels themselves. A hidden chamber, sealed away for centuries. The very idea sent a jolt through the excavation site. With the utmost precision, the team prepared for the next stage of excavation. Each movement was carefully calculated, every decision carried weight. Then, after days of slow, careful work, the moment arrived. A small opening revealed an empty space beyond. The air that escaped was ancient, untouched for hundreds of years. The team widened the gap just enough to insert a light, and what they saw sent a shiver down their spines. With the utmost caution, they retrieved the artifact. Its craftsmanship was undeniable. Every carved detail hinted at a purpose beyond decoration.